Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. And here I am again, doing what I do every day, well, almost every day, cleaning carpets with the Oxy-Dry SETT soil extraction transfer technology method. And this is an interesting job because I was actually here a year ago. I'll just show you what I'm doing here first, and I'll just address a couple of interesting things. Obviously, this family room area. I'm going to go into this bedroom and this bedroom. And I have a set of stairs to do, and I've already done master bedroom upstairs. It wasn't actually that big an area. Most of it's occupied by the bed. Now, what's interesting about this carpet is I was here a year ago, and a year ago, this area right over here, and particularly right over there, there was quite a few cat pee stains. They have 2 or 3 cats in this house, and there was a really bad a dark stain right here, and I think it was actually about that big. And there was a couple more over here, and cat upchuck marks. There's a cat upchuck mark there I treated, and there's one there. That might be one, I'm not sure, but there was one over there as well. It was actually, a couple of them still had the barf there. But the thing is that this area here, last year when I did it, I was a little apprehensive about how it would turn out. This is a type of carpet, as you can see, it gets kind of dark looking when you get it damp, so it had quite a blotchy appearance when I finished. I mean, I thought I'd gotten the stain out. I treated it with a ClO2 and did my normal procedure for dealing with urine stains. And so I did, as usual, I told the customer, if you have any questions or concerns, give us a call. She never did, and the first thing she said when I came in the door today, she says, "You did such a wonderful job last year. We wanted to get you back." And as you can see, these stains, these urine stains, have not come back at all after a whole year. And that's very impressive. And that's pretty normal with the Oxy-Dry SETT methodology, particularly when we utilize the ClO2, which is a hospital-grade disinfectant deodorizer. It's also a soft surface sanitizer, and it eliminates odors, even urine odors, and it's very effective at removing the urine staining and other organic stains such as the upchuck, etc. So anyway, it's just really nice to see how the system works so well and it stays clean after the fact. Don't see that often. I mean, you know, if I've done a job, it's good to go back, is what I'm trying to say, and see, you know, whether if I'm back in the house months later, or in this case a year later. And there's a couple of teenagers in the house as well, and this carpet is looking remarkably good. There's no visible soiling on the carpet, really, no traffic lanes. And I wouldn't usually be I'm using the hog's hair right now, and I wouldn't usually use it in this situation. I would probably just go straight to Iron Man, but because of the cats on the carpet, and even though I did a very thorough pre-vacuuming, I know that the hog's hair fiber pad is very effective at pulling out hair that weaves its way into the yarn of the carpet, and the vacuum just isn't as effective as, well, it is effective, but the addition of the hog's hair fiber pad, it'll grab and pull out a lot of that fur that is intertwined in the carpet yarn. So that's why I chose to go over with the hog's hair fiber pad, and it will only add a few minutes to the job anyway. It took me 30 minutes, exactly 30 minutes, to vacuum everything, and I did all the edges and corners too, so it wasn't really all that long. But that's our normal procedure when we're cleaning carpets anyway, is to do a really thorough pre-vacuuming. And then when I'm finished, the job after I've done the pre-scrub and then the extraction step with the Iron Man pad. I will be doing a post vacuum on this carpet using the Hush Tone vacuum, and that's my normal procedure. I do that partly to groom and partly that anything that might have been pulled up in the cleaning process. Sometimes there's a little bit of debris or whatever that gets pulled up, so a little extra vacuuming step, which again only takes a few minutes. It's our standard operating procedure. Oh, I see another, hang on a sec, I see another cat vomit. And again, this is another good reason for the light, because I couldn't see that until I came upon it with the light. And then all of a sudden, there it is. You see a little bit of coloration there. And I'm spraying on with Omega Citrus, and there's ClO2 in here at 2,000 parts per million. So the combination of the Omega Citrus and the ClO2 is very effective at removing any of those stains, organic stains. I remember the stain was right up into the edges. I had to get down there and do a little bit of handwork to really address it, I recall. It was a very, very obvious stain here. So that's really encouraging to see how well this works and how well it stands up in the long run. And I don't know if you can tell, but the hogs here is really lifting the pile, fluffing it up again. This carpet's actually in pretty darn good shape, actually. There's a few sprouts on it, and there's a run on the carpet right there. I actually had one happen on my carpet the other day. My little young pup, I guess he was playing with something and he went to grab it with his mouth, obviously, and I guess he accidentally grabbed the carpet and hooked a loop and gave it a pull, and ooh, this is fun. Put about a 6-inch, 4-inch or so long run in the carpet. So I actually just I have extra carpet, so I went and got a piece of that, and I did use a razor knife, and I cut it out a nice. I cut it larger than the part that he damaged, and put the new patch in there. You can see the patch. It's not a very big piece, but it's slightly different color because the carpet's almost 10 years old. So, but overall, it actually did. The patch worked pretty well, actually. But you can tell there's something there. But that's the joys of having little puppies. And he's a lot of fun. We're really quite enjoying him, actually. And he hasn't pee-peed on the carpet for 3 weeks now. I think he might have figured this out. I hope so. It's a lot of fun watching the two doggies play. It's be quite fun to watch. So we are enjoying them both Billy the Kid and Jesse James. So there's surprisingly hardly any stains to speak of on this carpet overall. So even though there's teenagers in the house, so far anyway, I think the most of the marks have been caused by the cats. I'm not actually, she didn't want me to really move anything, so I did move that chair and give it a good vacuuming under there though. Because there's lots of cat hair. There was actually clumps of it underneath this table, for example. I can see that this the fiber pad is pulling cat hair up and out of the carpet. I can see it. There's clumps of it here and there getting pulled out, and it'll be collecting on the fiber pad. I'll show you that when I finish. See the dust on the top of the baseboards all over the place. When I'm doing edges, I usually vacuum that up when I see it. Sometimes you just don't see it very well unless you've got the light from the rotary here. I can see so much more with that light. It's amazing. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Take a look at the fiber pad. Oh yeah. Can you see all that? There's actually a lot cat hair. Most of it's actually on the outer edge, as usual, but it's really collected up quite a lot, which is good. Alright, pull the wire behind me again. Now, if I remember, I'm going to show you guys something different about using the Ironman pad with my machine, because it is a center feed. Because I don't, at the moment, because I pre-scrub with the fiber pad, I'm not adding much solution, but I am adding a little bit of solution just to make sure I've got enough moisture there. And of course, being a center feed, it is applying into the center of this Ironman pad. So I'll show you what it looks like when I finish, because some would argue that I'm just going to get the pad wet and it won't be able to absorb, but I'll show you that that's not the case. At least that's what I plan to do, if I remember. But you can see this job is moving along quite smartly. I've only been at it for 15 minutes now. This portion of the job, anyway. So there's a stain over here, which I had pre-treated. I don't know what it was, but I treated it with the Omega citrus with the ClO2 in it. So if it is a upchuck stain, and the ClO2 will address the organic discoloration and will almost always remove it alone. This house is actually quite dusty. I'm noticing there's dust all over. So when I'm cleaning it, because I do pre and post vacuum, and then the scrubbing, it will pull out a lot of that particulate dust that's present in the carpet fiber. And of course the ClO2 is going to refresh the carpet and sanitize it. We'll never disinfect. In other words, we won't make this carpet 100% disinfected. You can't do that with a carpet. But the ClO2, assuming you have enough being applied to the carpet fiber as a soft surface sanitizer, it will reduce significantly the amount of bacteria and germs that are present wherever it contacts. Looking good. Again, this is the spot where the really nasty urine stains were, in particular a really bad one just right about here, and not a sign of it. I always like to see these jobs after I've done them. I had one the other day I went back to. I posted that one where I did the slip cover couch, where I went, and then I did another video where I showed the, or no, I talked about it, I guess, where I said how I had dealt with some urine stains there, and they were really bad. And so this was 3 weeks later. Went back to the house, did the furniture, and I think three stains in one room were back a little bit, and one stain in the cottage. I did the video where I showed the cottage, and one of the stains there had reappeared a little bit. So no problem, I just treated them, and all gone. So urine, particularly when it's a really bad scenario, can be a challenge, and we know that as carpet cleaners. But the technique that I've kind of developed in using the SETT methodology, it just works so well, and I'm not getting the callbacks, so it is working. Wait, we'll get the wire out of the way. Moving along nicely. 20 minutes gone by. You see how fast this goes? I'm not trying to go fast. It's just so simple and efficient. And of course, I haven't pre-sprayed anything. The only place where I applied anything prior is on the obvious spots. But other than that, I rarely, if ever, will pre-spray a carpet. If it's a fairly soiled carpet where you might think you should pre-spray, well, I'm going to be doing a two-step on it anyway, so I will apply my cleaning solution with the rotary and a hog's hair or white fiber pad, and that is you could say that's the application of pre-spray. That gives me dwell time, because then I will follow it up with the Iron Man pad and transfer out the soil. It's been emulsified and scrubbed clean from the carpet fibers with the fiber pad. And it's just such a simple and easy and effective way of doing things. And the shower feeding works just excellent. Again, it takes a little bit of practice to get skillful at applying just the right amount, not too much, not too little. But as you do it, you'll get used to it. And it just works so well. And that way I don't have to bring in a pre-spray can, pressure pump-up sprayer or whatever. I've done that in the past. I've done this system by applying the solution by spraying. I tried that for quite a while actually. And then I'd switch back and forth, and then after a while I realized that there was no advantage. There was actually disadvantages to relying on spraying with a pump-up sprayer, whereas the shower feeding was just much more efficient and gave better control of the application of the solution, the cleaning product, onto the carpet. It just much better and consistent application. Okay, I have done what I needed to do, and we'll go back to the beginning. We'll take a look at this pad, decide whether or not I need to do a B-side. I don't think so. Actually, not that bad, which is what I was expecting, because it was cleaned by me a year ago. So, there you go. So, here I am. I'm feeding right down the center. It's wet right here, and it's dry. From here to here, it's dry. So the top of the pad does not get wet, so it'll work completely fine at drawing up the soil into the pad, because it's still dry on the top, and dry will attract the wet. It's just wet in the center where I apply my solution. This center actually, by the way, of course, doesn't actually even touch the carpet. Well, barely touches the carpet anyway, because of the way the pad driver is. It's not, there's no there's only this part right here is actually, I'll show you. There's a hole in the middle. So, although it will touch the carpet, it's not pressing down on the carpet. It works perfect. So, there you go. Turn off my valve, and we'll take this thing up and out of the way, and I'll do the steps. Okay, thank you for watching, and have a good day.